The Citizens Dividend Party's press release number 1. February 19, 2019, day 39 of the CDP's 50-day Civilization's Next Progression campaign. Sentient creatures, including humans, possess just two prioritisation/learning motivators. 1. Pleasure, and 2. Pain or suffering, which is particularly critical given at its extreme it heralds death. In terms of an individual, these motivators may derive from two types of events. 1. First-time learning experiences, and 2. Repeat experiences. And because there are repeat experiences, in order to efficiently maximise net pleasure or minimise net suffering, sentient creatures make use of past information by constructing systems. Systems are causal structures which, upon receiving certain input, cause automatic, predictably repeating reactions. In the case of pleasure/suffering motivated behavioural systems, there are two stages. 1. Formation, which consists of learning such that they manifest generalisations. For example, never touch fire. And 2. Actioning, which consists of the triggering of a previously formed generalisation which activates a standardised specific behavioural action. Regarding systems per se, the most important and complex are social systems. And the supreme social system involves our notion of society. Hence, the societal system's purpose is to create societal subsystems that decrease net suffering. And societies can do this by laying a foundation of systems that promote cooperation. Cooperation consists of two facets. First, stability, and second, development. And both these facets are made strongest via embedding within society systems of competition that actually enhance cooperation. For example, managed and regulated sport, i.e. positive competition, rather than brawling, i.e. negative competition. Because negative competition is by definition non-cooperative, it produces unnecessary suffering. Accordingly, in order to maximise society's unity, it is necessary to eliminate societal unnecessary suffering systems, which means societal systems must maximise cooperation, subject to, firstly, maximising positive competition, and secondly, minimising negative competition. And as with most things, it is the foundation that is most important. In terms of an individual, a societal foundation represents what is typically perceived as, and also typically explicitly termed, the safety net. However, the Citizens Dividend Party perceives the desire for a safety net as a minimalist, even primitive notion. Moreover, given the ultimate ambition of maximising cooperation and positive competition while minimising negative competition, the Citizens Dividend Party further believes we should aspire for what may be termed an opportunity foundation. And it is both poignant and pedagogic that even without such a holistic cooperation competition philosophy, the world's most successful societies have nevertheless gradually evolved such that they already possess, or approximately possess, just such an opportunity foundation in the form of the following three cornerstones. 1. Universal, i.e. compulsory voting, liberal democracy. 2. Universal healthcare. In Australia there is Medicare. And 3. Universal education. In Australia, primary and secondary school is free and tertiary education is supported via HECS. These constructs exhibit opportunity foundation features because 1. They are universal, i.e. non-means tested entitlements, and 2. They translate into an enormous increase in both human utility, i.e. happiness, and human capital, i.e. economic productivity. Regarding the increase in the socio-economic unit of human capital, this demonstrates the effective unification of socialism, i.e. economic cooperation, and appropriately regulated capitalism, i.e. economic positive competition. Nevertheless, historically, prior to each of these three opportunity foundation cornerstones being inserted, there was widespread apprehension that it would kill the goose that lays the golden egg, i.e. the economy. However, on the contrary, each has demonstrably enhanced the economy, such that, notwithstanding often poor management in other areas, these societies all possess the world's most enviable economies. Nevertheless, these three universal systems are all significantly undercut by the absence of the fourth and final cornerstone, namely a universal basic income, or UBI. Regarding the current income safety net, it consists of an ad hoc structure whose first modern historical manifestation was minimum wages. Minimum wages began in response to the excesses of the Industrial Revolution's unregulated capitalism, which, as well as incorporating positive competition, also incorporated negative competition. Then, within the context of the new, increasingly specialised modern economy, governments began recognising all people needed a minimum level of money income. Accordingly to the minimum wage construct, governments progressively added first the pension and disability benefits and then unemployment benefits. However, to this day, as well as being non-uniform, this income safety net also creates stigma and possesses gaps through which carers, the unemployed, the underemployed, and people in multitudinous other nuanced situations often fall. Also, regarding the pension, disability, and unemployment benefits, they are means tested. Hence, there are massive taxpayer-funded bureaucracies of extremely talented and caring people, which, as well as being non-productive yet exorbitantly costly entities, also actually create stress for their clients and, of course, can and frequently do make mistakes that lead to extraordinary financial hardship for societies already most financially vulnerable. The resultant unnecessary suffering manifests as the following symptoms. 1. A lack of self-worth. 2. Societal alienation. 3. Mental trauma. 4. Addiction, including drug and alcohol, cigarettes and gambling. 5. Domestic violence. 6. Child neglect and abuse. 7. Other criminality. 8. Family breakdown. 9. Homelessness. 10. Self-injury, including to the point of suicide. Thus, far from just affecting those directly on or seeking benefits, it also has indirect tsunami-like ramifications that flood through and around society's totality, including its building blocks, i.e. families, also its health system and its justice system. And most insidiously of all, the dysfunction frequently becomes intergenerational. Accordingly, unsurprisingly, no matter our nation's wealth, matters are worsening. That is, because we possess an ad hoc, piecemeal, non-optimal income safety net system, as opposed to a holistic, opportunity foundation-based universal income cornerstone. This means no matter the inordinate glut of resources, money, talent and effort we devote to solving the symptoms, these symptoms will and must keep worsening. In sum, what we have is a massive ingrown societal-wide tangled cluster, which began with the Industrial Revolution and has taken 200 years to cobble together. So, is there any good news? Actually, there's tremendous news. Namely, despite all this, the entire current catastrophe is utterly and reasonably easily correctable. Specifically, in order to achieve a post-primitive civilization in which all societal, foundational, unnecessary suffering systems have been eliminated, as already implied, we only need complete the opportunity foundation by adding the fourth and final cornerstone, i.e. by adding a UBI. And the only accompanying challenge to adding a UBI is to remain consistent with the extraordinarily successful, already constructed tri-cornerstone opportunity foundation model, which means as well as being universal, it must also, 1, be contributed to by all, according to their capacity, and 2, it must be designed such that not only does it not hurt the economy, on the contrary, it promotes and strengthens it. The Citizens Dividend Party calls such a UBI, which will be detailed in press release number 2, a citizens' dividend.